Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Coming up, we'll go live to Edmonton's food bank to see what kind of help they received today. But our top story this evening, little Hisa Okymia was buried today. Hundreds of friends, family, and strangers showed up at the church to pay their respects. Hisa was an 11-year-old boy who drowned in Mill Creek Ravine nearly 2 weeks ago. The heartbreaking story of the father's search for his son's body touched many in this city. Wendy Taberge was at today's funeral service. She's live in our newsroom now. Wendy, it must have been a very emotional service.
Oh, you're not kidding, Neil. It was so sad, and it was just a shame that anybody had to go out for something like that on such a bright, sunny day. It was an extraordinarily painful day for all the people who knew and loved Hisaya. Now, I didn't know him personally, but by all accounts, he was a terrific kid, the kind of kid who had a real sparkle in his eye, and he was happy a lot of the time and liked to make other people feel really good. This story has been hard on all of us from the very beginning, Neil. It's just impossible to imagine what it would be like to lose a child in such a horrible, tragic way. People waited in line outside this small church while organizers inside scrambled to make room for everyone. 500 friends, family, strangers, police officers, and many of the volunteers who helped Dave Okymia in the search for his son were there.
Hisa, we will love you and will miss you dearly. And although
Hisa's friends spoke of his zest for life, and no one could hold back the tears as the grade 6 student's best friend broke down.
I still think he's the best friend in the world. I like to be a kind person like Hisa.
With a tear in his eye and a tear in my eye, we just simply quietly worked.
Today, one volunteer spoke for all the people who felt compelled to help this father's search for his son's body.
This community, I hope, has made a difference in your lives and has brought you dignity.
As the service was drawing to a close, Hisaya's father quietly walked up to the podium.
It is very painful to say farewell to my son. But I have to say goodbye now. I wish many students and many parents learned something from Hisaya's tragic accident. We do not want to have this kind of accident. Never, ever again.